And welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Elite Discord Tournament. And we are going to be watching the Joyriders face off against the Underworld with an opportunity to sweep. And the Underworld have to try and defend themselves at home with their backs against the wall. The Joyriders will be bringing out DeAndre Fleshman. I believe he was a former was he a former dirt dog? Yes, he was a former dirt dog versus Betwixt Rosales. Betwixt used to play for. I will get this data for you. I promise. For the Overdogs. Now on the Underworld, number 3 pitcher in the rotation has an opportunity to try and defend the Underworld and stop the sweep from happening. So let's take a look at the lineup for both teams as we'll get things started with Toothsome Reed leading off and playing shortstop, followed by Kayla Carter locked in at first base, number 2 hitter. Oakley Reddy, or the center fielder, will be the number 3 hitter. He's locked in. Genevieve Peichel, catcher, batting 4th. She had a day off, so she gets to start this one. Finley Pickles is tense, but he'll be DHing once again. Then Caroline Gomez gets the start in left. Yeoman Casey will get the start in right. Nick Everdale at third base, and then Luna Sandberg. Nick Everdale with 2 home runs, and he gets demoted all the way down to the 8th spot in the order. So we'll see how that plays out now that he's at the bottom of the order instead of the top. And then, like I said, Luna Sandberg at second base, batting 9th. For DeAndre Fleshman, the A-plus starter. Let's take a look at the Underworld, Jamie Cook leading off in center field once again. Tobias Fox will be starting in left field, and he will have utility maxed out for this one. Cedar Nielsen, the shortstop, will be batting 3rd. Gianni Duffy DHing and batting 4th. Reeve Watts will play first base this time instead of 3rd. He will get the start in the 5th spot in the order. Lash Sellers, the 3rd baseman, will get the start in this one. Jada McCarthy bumped up to the 7th spot. She is catching today. Jillian Fisher, the 2nd baseman, at 8. And then Count Fellows down to 9, playing in right field for Betwixt Rosales. So let's take a look at what these teams are able to do. Underworld playing at the Tiger Den. And they're hoping to trap their prey and bring them down to the Underworld in this one. So we'll see what the Joyriders are able to do. Their first away game of the tournament. The Underworld just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. The Joyriders will get things started with Toothsome Reed stepping up to the plate against Betwixt Rosales. Betwixt Rosales with, I believe, 4 pitches. Yep, 2-seam slider and curveball as a tier 3 elite slider. There it was right there. And pretty above average in everything. Velocity, junk, and accuracy, all really good. We'll see how long he is able to go as he gets a pop-up there. Nice range from Jillian Fisher raining out to right center field. Getting that for out number 1. Kayla Carter comes up batting 500, 1 home run. A solo shot. She is locked in right now. Tier 2 off-speed hitter. Gets an off-speed pitch, but well ahead of it and pulls a foul. Little hack activates here. We'll stay out of the zone for ball 1. And there's that slider again. Fouled off. Little hack will activate again. 1-2 count. Betwixt gets her chasing, and she goes out of the zone, and that's a strike 3 swinging for out number 2. Oakley Reddier also locked in, batting 800 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. Tier 3 mind gamer, Tier 3 bad ball hitter. Fouls the first pitch he sees off. Chases one out of the zone, so Betwixt Rosales. 0-2 count. Gets him to pop up there, staying alive. And there he chases out of the zone for strike 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Betwixt Rosales, striking out 2. The 2 hottest hitters on the team, actually. And that's going to be the first inning for the Joyriders. Now here comes Jamie Cook. 333 with 1 RBI. DeAndre Fleshman, a 4-pitch starter, 4-seam cut, slider, and changeup. Has a Tier 2 elite slider that gets a pop-up here, and it looks like it's going to stay in play, catching Genevieve Peichel for out number 1. Jamie Cook goes down via the pop-up. Now here comes Tobias Fox, batting 167. DeAndre Fleshman is a workhorse, so we expect him to go very long in this game. Tier 2 on both of his traits, 2-1 count, and Tobias will ground to short. To some Reed, will toss it to first. Out number 1, out number 2, you see him smiling as he threw that one. All right, Cedar Nielsen comes in with Tier 3 Mind Gamer. First pitch way outside for ball 1. And Cedar grounds hard, but right to Everdale for out number 3. And that's going to end the inning. And quick innings for both pitchers. And now we'll see if the Joyriders can get anything going as Genevieve Peichel will get started. With no hits on the tournament yet. Tier 2 off-speed hitter. So we have to see if any of these off-speed hitters gear up against that elite slider. Here's a fastball that gets pulled out of the zone, or pulled out of play. And Genevieve Peichel hits one, but just a moonshot straight up. And it's going to be caught in center field by Jamie Cook for out number 1.
Designated hitter, number 27, Finley Pickles.
Finley Pickles comes in tense. He is yet to find a ball to hit. He's got side stealer immediately, and it's going to be low. We'll take a fastball for a strike at the bottom of the zone. He's looking for his first hit. Sign Stealer activates on the fastball, times it up, pulls it foul. Sign Stealer activates again, off speed. This one gets pulled foul. 2-2 count. Another Sign Stealer, and this time late on the fastball. Down the line, Lash Sellers with a really great play. Long throw there. She's still able to get the runner heading to first base, so that's out number 2. Caroline Gomez comes up with 2 outs. She has not gotten a hit yet. She dribbles that one right at the plate, but it goes just foul. Jada tried to get that one in fair territory. 1-2 count here on that foul. So betwixt Rosales, who's locked in, will use that elite slider for strike 3 and out number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning for him. We head to the bottom of the second. Gianni Duffy batting 400 with 1 solo home run. We'll have Tier 3 Mind Gamer. You can see that brings DeAndre Fleshman to about half stamina half accuracy or just below. A ball out of the zone. 2-0 count for Duffy. And, he saw a pitch he liked but got underneath it. It is going to be popped up on the infield. Just in foul territory, actually, and Peichel catches that one for out number 1. Reeve Watts had a big double in that first game, in the last game. So he's going to try and see what he can do here. Chases 2 pitches out of the zone, and Fleshman with the put-out pitch for strike 3 looking. Nice pitch from him, the slider. Got a lot of action on that one, and that's going to be out number 2. We've seen, these 2 sliders that these 2 pitchers have are just so nasty. So he gets a grounder to the pitcher. We'll toss that one over to first for an easy out number 3. A lot of slider action for both teams, and they're going to have to figure out how to hit it if they want to find any success in this ball game. Yauman Casey comes up, Tier 2 contact versus righties. 333 with a solo home run earlier in this tournament, game 1. And there's a strike there from Rosales. There's strike number 2 on the fastball, 1-2 count, and Yauman will chase that slider out of the zone for strike 3.
Number 8, Nick Everdale.
Nick Everdale, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, 500 average so far in the tournament. Tier 2 consistent, which is why he's not locked in right now. He chases that one. 1-1 count, ball 2 out of the zone. Rosales still locked in here. And 2-2 fouls off that one, and it goes out of play. And this one fisted off the end of the bat into right field, blooping in, and Count Fellows is able to get in there and catch that for out number 2. Luna Sandberg now, 250 average, has Tier 3 distractor if she gets on base. Tier 2 Little Hack, and she pops that one up straight up. And Jada McCarthy had to shove the ump out of the way. He wasn't necessarily ready to move when she reacted, and she's able to catch that anyways for out number 3. Speaking of Jada McCarthy, she's looking for her first hit. Tier 2 first pitch Slayer activated. So she's going to really look for that slider on the first pitch. Maybe she can time it up. Gets a fastball instead and froze her. She watches that one for strike 1. She falls behind 0-2. Fleshman gets a strikeout there. A nice pitch there for strike 3 and out number 1. Jillian Fisher, the 8-hitter, batting 200. She's having a very down tournament so far compared to last tournament. She pops the first pitch. She sees foul. Fleshman locked in and grounds to first base. Kayla Carter will toss it to Fleshman. Out number 2. Man, Fleshman is such a gross name, but it is what it is. Count Fellows comes up batting 200. Took a strike at the bottom of the zone. Courteous call there. And this one, nice play from Twosome Reed, diving and making the play. He gets a mojo boost, too, to end the inning. So a ball that could have snuck into center field ends up being a ground out. 6-3 for the putout. And Twosome Reed, after making that nice play, will come up to the plate locked in. Tier 3 pressure here. Betwixt Rosales still locked in himself. Gets the first pitch swinging, and Cedar Nielsen will get that over to first for out number 1, and immediately Twosome Reed will lose his mojo again. Twosome is also a really bad name. Kayla Carter comes in 0-1. Tier 2 off-speed hitter, so that's exactly what she's looking for. She takes a strike outside, swings through that strike. Another fastball, so he's not been giving her the off-speed stuff. Little hack activates. There's the, I believe that was the cut fastball for strike 3. Just a little bit of movement there, and she was not able to get her bat on it. Oh, the two-seam fastball, excuse me. Now Oakley Reddier will come up with 2 outs. Takes a first pitch strike. Now slider out of the zone. That crosses up Jada McCarthy on a ball high. And this ball gets into center field. Oakley Reddier with a nice hit there. And that's going to be the first hit of the day for the Underworld, for the Joyriders. Reddier standing on first base with great speed, and Genevieve Peichel will come up 0-1. Reddier is locked in, and Betwixt Rosales is still locked in as well. That one misses the corner. They got that call for Fleshman, but they're not going to give that call to Rosales, unfortunately. And so another base hit. This one blooped over the glove of the diving Jillian Fisher. Great effort from her at second base, but it drops in for a base hit. So Pickles comes up with 2 on and 2 out. Great speed at second base. And Pickles looking to find his first opportunity for a hit. We'll get that slider and pull it foul. 0-2 immediately. Still locked in Rosales. And gets a dribbler, but it's going to go just foul. We'll do it again. Pulls that one foul. It's 0-2. And Pickles will take ball low out of the zone. 1-2 count now. And Sign Sealer activates. He just stays alive on that one. And that one's going to ground straight to third base. Sellers over to first. Out number 3. So 2 hits allowed in that inning, but still nothing comes of it. And the Joyriders yet to score. The Underworld now looking for their opportunity. Number 1 hitter Jamie Cook comes up here in the bottom of the 4th. DeAndre Fleshman still locked in. Gets a first pitch strike. Little hack activates for Cook. Swings way late on that one for strike 2. And will stay alive fighting that one foul. And hits that one past the diving first baseman into right field. So Cook gets his first hit. Gets a hit, and that's going to be the first hit for the Underworld. So no hitters are out of the question now. DeAndre Fleshman still locked in despite the hit. Good speed over at first base for Tobias Fox with no outs. 2-0 count, and Fleshman will put that one at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. There's a foul, so back 2-2. Runner takes off for second base, and Tobias Fox hits one to deep center field, and just over the glove of Oakley Reddier. It's a 2-run shot for Tobias Fox, the captain, finally shows up for his team and breaks the tie. Oh my goodness. And when you thought it didn't look like the Underworld could get anything going offensively, they finally find a way to break through. DeAndre Fleshman no longer locked in. We'll also have Tier 3 Mind Gamer activated, and he'll get a ground out to third base from Cedar Nielsen, and now Gianni Duffy will come up 0 for 1, and again, Tier 3 Mind Gamer. That ball out of the zone, but swinging anyway for strike 1. 1-2 count after fouling that one off. We'll take high, and then he gears up for that slider, but gets underneath it and pulls it foul, but it's going to stay in play, and catching that is Yalman Casey for out number 2. So good recovery against some hitters that are definitely hard to spot or put your hit your spots for the pitchers. Still able to recover and get 2 outs after giving up that 2-run homer. And now here comes Reeve Watts. 2-1 count, takes ball 3 outside, 3-1 now in his favor, and he'll foul that one off. So now full count with 2 outs, and Watts will ground to second base, Sandberg to first for out number 3. Watts will lose some mojo, and it is a 2-0 lead here going into the top of the 5th. The Joyriders were looking to finish off the Underworld with a sweep, but instead, right now, they are down by 2 with 2 innings left to play. Twix Rosales is still locked in with his 60th pitch on the way here, and it's a base hit up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there. And that'll get a mojo boost there from... I didn't even catch who that was to get that hit. But Yalman Casey now comes up. Tier 2 contact versus righty, still active. First pitch swinging, and it'll go straight to Jillian Fisher with a really smart play there. As she could have stepped up and caught that on a line, and the runner at first thought that was going to happen. Instead, she steps back. She pockets it on a little low hopper right in front of her, and she's able to get the easy double play to clear the bases with 2 outs now, 0-2 count, and nice, diving play from Cedar Nielsen. StatTrax has that at a 26% chance that he was going to misplay that. Very unfortunate. Tough play for sure, but it allows the runner to reach with 2 outs. Yaman Casey, I believe that was. I'm losing track of everything right now. And Luna Sandberg with Tier 2 Little Hack will come in. 0-2 count here. Rosales still locked in, but getting up there in pitches as he's about to reach the 70 pitch mark. And he's going to give up a base hit here. So the inning stays alive a little bit longer. As Tusum Reed, the number 1 hitter, comes up 0 for 2 today. Max pressure now. And Rosales will get pulled for Cardoso Hill. Cardoso Hill, former Overdog pitcher. Former teammate of Betwixt Rosales. Get one pulled foul there. Reed 1-1 with the count, and will foul one off. Gets his low pitch, but misses it. 1-2 count. Another low pitch fouled off. And, Cardoso is pitching all at the bottom of the zone for some reason. Gets a grounder there to short to get out of the inning, but that was very lucky for him, as I don't know why he kept targeting the bottom of the zone, but he was able to get out of it. So no runs come across, and Twix Rosales' day is done. Lash Sellers now comes up for the the Underworld. The Underworld leading 2-0. They would probably like to get a little bit more cushion for their offense. DeAndre Fleshman still cruising. This is his 50th pitch. It's going to be pulled foul, so 2-2 count for Sellers. Is pulled foul once again. And he pulls the string, and she swings way early on that one for strike 3. So nice piece of pitching from Fleshman, and now Jada McCarthy comes in. Again, she's looking for that first pitch, trying to slay it. And she gets the slider she was looking for, but she fouls it off. And that one hit just past the diving glove of Twosome Reed into the left center field. And it's going to be caught off by Reddier. And that's going to be a base hit for Jada McCarthy, her first one of the tournament. And she breathes a big sigh of relief as she gives a high five to her first base coach. Now she says, "It's your turn, Jillian." As she comes in. And she gets a base hit, pulls the first pitch into right field. So 2 on and 1 out. And Count Fellows will come up batting 167 for the tournament. 0 for 1 today. Max pressure situation. DeAndre will get the first pitch strike. That ball misses the top of the zone for ball 1. That one catches the corner. 1-2 count. Ball outside. 2-2 for Fellows here. And gets a slider and just times it up a little too early there. So pulls a foul. And there's the slider. Catches the corner for strike 3. Count Fellows can't believe it, but he has to walk back to the dugout. Another out for him. And we had 2 on with 1 out. Now we have 2 on, 2 outs for Jamie Cook. Takes the first pitch fastball for a strike. Little hack activated, tier 3. Takes ball outside. Little hack no longer activated. Fouls one off, so we'll see Little hack again. 1-2 count, and checks the swing, holds it. Ball 2. Gets a fastball. Twosome Reed with a nice dive. Gets up and gets it over in time. Twosome hurt. We'll have to see what it ended up happening on that one as he makes the play to end the inning, which was huge for his team as the Joyriders are holding that 2-0 deficit. Dislocated shoulder for Twosome Reed, another big injury in this tournament. You could tell these players are putting it all on the line. And Kayla Carter gets a ball that she bloops into center field and down right in front of Jamie Cook for a base hit. So tying run comes to the plate in the form of Oakley Reddier, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Tier 3 bad ball and mind gamer activated. Cardoso Hill with tier 3 reverse splits will negate that locked-in mojo of Oakley Reddier. 1-1 count here. Takes a strike in the inside corner. And chases strike 3 out of the zone. So Cardoso Hill with a nice pitching performance there. Gets the first out. And now Genevieve Peichel comes in. And she'll be replaced by Frederick Rivers, who comes in as the righty coming up to the plate so that there's no reverse splits here. His first at bat of the tournament. Tier 2 durable. Pulls that one. Shortstop Nielsen gets the out at second. And because of that noodle arm, they were not able to get the out at first base. Honestly, I don't know if that was going to make a difference anyways. Finley Pickles comes in for Jalen Walker, who's tense. I don't think that ball was moving fast enough when it was hit to shortstop to try and get the double play there, as I think it was just a slow developing play altogether. But Walker comes in, swings at the first pitch, hits it up the middle. So 2 on and 2 outs. Caroline Gomez getting the tier 3 reverse splits treatment. She swings at the first pitch and grounds to second. And that's going to be out number 3. So the Underworld able to live another day as they get a 2-run win here, a 2-0 win. And it was all because of Tobias Fox. Big home run from him was the difference in this one. And both pitchers were phenomenal to start this one. Both went 3 innings without allowing a runner at all, I believe. It wasn't until the 4th that anyone reached base at all. And then it all kind of came crashing down for DeAndre Fleshman, giving up that 2-run homer was the difference in this ball game. Look at that. 7 hits for the Joyriders. It was all kind of in that back half as they could not get anything going for the Underworld. The 2-run homer for Tobias Fox was the difference in this one, but only 4 hits for the Underworld. So they still have a lot to work out with their offense, but they got enough to stay for another game DeAndre Fleshman went the whole game. He gave up 4 hits and 2 earned runs on 1 home run, 4 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched. He gets a loss. Rosales going 4 and 2/3, gives up 5 hits, also strikes out 5, and he gets the win. Cardoso Hill goes 1 and a third, gives up 2 hits and a strikeout, and he gets the save. So big win for the Underworld. They stay alive for at least one more game. Rosales gets the number 1 player, Tobias Fox number 2, and then DeAndre Fleshman number 3 from his great pitching performance. And the Joyriders cannot close it out here at Tiger Den. They'll have to play another game away at the Tiger Den, and the Underworld may have just gotten the momentum shift that they needed to fight back in this one. So we'll see what happens next time out. But the game that we will be watching next, this is one that a lot of people were anticipating. With the Buzzwings down 1-2 in the series, can they win at home and force a game 5 at Tiger Den? I mean, not at Tiger Den, at Bingata Bowl. We shall see, as Montgomery Landry, former Buzzwing, will face off against Godfrey Shavewell, also former Buzzwing. They used to pitch together in their in the starting rotation. So we'll see what happens next time out. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to y'all later. Bye, everyone.